श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी, श्री राहुल गांधी, कृपया साफ साफ बताइए, कांग्रेस पार्टी आर्टिकल 370 को दोबारा रिस्टोर करने के साथ है?
किसी को अधिकार नहीं है किसी राजनीतिक दल को कि कहें कि आप जवाब दीजिए, आप जवाब दीजिए।
ये इसमें कांग्रेस का रोल गुपचुप तरीके से बहुत बड़ा है।
तो ये बीजेपी वाले आईना वायना देखते हैं कि नहीं? ये महबूबा जी के साथ सरकार बनाए हुए थे ना।
ये गुपकर है या गुप्तचर है?
मैं तो बार बार ये कहता हूँ कि जब कभी दूसरों पर तबसरा कीजिए, सामने आईना रख लिया कीजिए।
ये गुप्तचर अलायंस वही चाहती है जो पाकिस्तान चाहता है।
अमित शाह को कोई अधिकार नहीं है कि वो कांग्रेस से सवाल पूछे।
पाकिस्तान और चीन के इशारे पर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने भी अब गुपकार गठबंधन में शामिल होकर देशद्रोह किया है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah today launched a frontal attack on the Gupkar alliance. What he called was an unholy Gadbandhan, the Gupkar Gadbandhan. He asked the Congress party, Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, to come clean whether they wanted Kashmir to move forward on progress or return to the road of terror and turmoil. Also, where did the Congress stand on Gupkar alliance members seeking support either of China or Pakistan on multiple issues? I'm Gaurav Sawant. The Congress party hit back at the BJP, so did members of the Gupkar alliance. We'll get you the details, but as it's the Union Home Minister Amit Shah versus the Gupkar Gadbandhan or the Gupkar Alliance, also known as the Gupkar Gang. The Union Home Minister today launched a frontal attack. 3 tweets, one after the other, where he questioned not just the Gupkar Alliance but also the Congress party. He asked Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi to come clean whether they stood with those forces who wanted to seek China's help for the restoration of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. That's not all. You've had a series of BJP leaders, a number of BJP leaders, including Ravi Shankar Prasad, who said that there are parties who want to take Kashmir back to the road of terror and turmoil. The Congress party hit back saying that China was at the line of actual control, and instead of dealing with the real enemy, the BJP was raising the bogey of the Gupkar alliance.
Home Minister Amit Shah launched a frontal attack on the newly formed Gupkar alliance, but it is the Congress which is feeling the heat. Terming the conglomerate of political parties Jammu and Kashmir as an unholy alliance, Shah alleged the Gupkar alliance wants to bring back the era of terror and turmoil in the valley.
महबूबा मुफ्ती कहती हैं, जब तक कश्मीर का झंडा नहीं आएगा तब तक भारत का तिरंगा नहीं लहराएंगे। और श्रीमान फारूक अब्दुल्ला कहते हैं कि हम 370 को वापस लाने के लिए चीन का भी सहयोग लेंगे। पाकिस्तान से तो दोनों बातचीत की बात कर ही रहे हैं।
The BJP was quick to train its gun on the Congress and asked Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi if they support the controversial statements made by the PDP and NC leaders.
The Congress party led by Srimati Sonia Gandhi and Sri Rahul Gandhi, they have also proved it that Congress party is being directed and guided by Imran Khan, ISI and Xi Jinping.
अमित शाह को कोई अधिकार नहीं है कि वो कांग्रेस से सवाल पूछे, क्योंकि यही गुपकर गठबंधन कहिए, अलायंस कहिए, गैंग कहिए, जो भी उन्होंने नाम दिया हो, उसके साथ सबसे पहले भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने अलायंस किया।
Mehbooba Mufti, who has refused to display the Indian tricolour till the Jammu and Kashmir flag is reinstated, has hit back at the Home Minister asking if contesting elections in an alliance is an anti-national act.
आप लोग एक्चुअली आर रैटल्ड, जो हमने यहाँ के सियासी जमातों ने अपना पॉलिटिकल बैगेज एक पासे रखकर एक यूनिटी दिखाई है। आज जम्मू को आप कश्मीर के साथ लड़ाना चाह रहे हैं, हिंदू और मुसलमान को लड़ाना चाह रहे हैं।
For the first time, District Development Council elections will take place in Jammu and Kashmir starting from November 28. And already, the BJP and the Gupkar alliance leaders are launching attacks and counter-attacks against each other. With just days to go to the first phase of polling, the war of words between the Saffron Party and the Gupkar alliance leaders is only going to intensify in the coming days. This is Sunil Bhatt reporting from Jammu for India Today.
Join me on the broadcast is Adil Singh Boparai, spokesperson of the Congress Party, RP Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Muzaffar Shah is a leader of the Awami National Conference. But Adil Singh Boparai, you read the series of tweets put out by the Union Home Minister. Merit in the criticism, the Congress needs to come clean. Does it stand with want the support of China for the restoration of Article 370?
Gaurav, the Bharatiya Janata Party is a factory of lies. It churns out lies on an hourly basis. But I am not surprised by what Mr. Amit Shah has said. After all, we had the Prime Minister of India lying to the all-party meeting that there is no Chinese intrusion, and subsequently the Ministry of Defence contradicting him. Having said this, Congress is a party of Indira Gandhi. Congress is a party of Rajiv Gandhi. Congress is a party of Sardar Bayan Singh. Congress is a party of Vidya Charan Shukla. We have sacrificed our lives. We have laid down our lives for the territorial integrity of this country. So the Bharatiya Janata Party is not in any position to certify or give certificates of nationalism to anybody, point number one. Point number two, even by the BJP's own standards, and they don't have a moral compass.
Is there merit? A party of Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Sardar Bayan Singh, a party with such people who've made such huge sacrifices for our country, now in an alleged alliance, as Amit Shah asks, or as Ravi Shankar Prasad says, with the likes of Farooq Abdullah, who says China's help has to be sought. China's help needs to be sought for the restoration of Article 370.
You will have to give me 1 minute.
Go on,
we are
sir.
not part of any alliance. Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala has made it very clear we are not part of this alliance, number one. But please put this question to the Bharatiya Janata Party that they were in alliance till 1 year back with Mehbooba Mufti. When Mehbooba Mufti was with them, she's an ultra-nationalist. She's a patriot. The moment Mehbooba Mufti leaves the Bharatiya Janata Party, she becomes an anti-national. Farooq Abdullah was in government with Vajpayee Sahab. Now the moment Farooq Abdullah leaves the Bharatiya Janata Party, he becomes an anti-national. I mean, what kind of hypocrisy is this? And listen, Gaurav, this is not something new which the Bharatiya Janata
RP
Party
Singh,
is
please
doing.
respond. What kind of hypocrisy is this that Adil Singh Boparai asks? Also, if I may, sir, let's keep this as a conversation. I'll come back to you. I'll keep coming back to you. We have an entire show. But, RP Singh, if democratic parties in the valley are coming together, they're putting aside their differences, they're contesting an election, why should the BJP consider them anti-national or anti-India? Is the BJP scared of the Gupkar alliance coming together?
First, let me demolish the falsehood which is spreading on your channel, that they are not in alliance with Gupkar. There's a complete list of Gupkar candidates in which Congress name is there, and their leader, local leader, is on record saying that yes, they are part of Gupkar, and he's announcing it on a TV channel, not to me, to various TV channels put together. One. Secondly, who are these Gupkar? Who said that we don't have faith in Indian national flag? We don't have faith in tricolor. Who is Gupkar, which says that we'll seek the help of China for getting 370 certificate back? Who's Gupkar, who says that we will seek the help of Joe Biden to get 370 certificate back? Who's Gupkar says that they will seek help of Pakistan, get 370 certificate back? So this is how this alliance is. Now, do you think all
but
these
the same people were your alliance partner is the point that Adil Singh Boparai makes, sir.
Can
Adil Singh Boparai says these people were your alliance partners.
So thank you so much. We were the one who turned them out. We are the one who left the alliance, because when we saw the game through and when we saw that they were not in favor of 370 and 35A, so to be abrogated, we called off the alliance. And also that it's this party which is holding this election in Jammu Kashmir after 73 years. 73 years. There was no election on ground because they never wanted democracy or development to go to the ground level.
Okay. For the benefit of viewers who are joining us, let's listen in to Mehbooba Mufti, where she said कि इस देश में कोई तिरंगा उठाने वाला नहीं रह जाएगा, तिरंगे को कंधा देने वाला नहीं रह जाएगा. Also, when she said अगर राज्य का झंडा नहीं तो तिरंगा नहीं. Listen to Mehbooba Mufti.
जिस वक्त हमारा ये झंडा वापस आएगा हम उस झंडे को भी उठा लेंगे, मगर जब तक हमारा अपना झंडा डाकुओं ने डाके में ले लिया है तब तक हम किसी और झंडे को हाथ में नहीं उठाएंगे. और वो झंडा हमारे आईन का हिस्सा है. हमारा झंडा तो ये है और झंडे के रिश्ता किस झंडे ने बनाया है. इट इज नॉट इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ दिस फ्लैग जो हमारा इस मुल्क के झंडे के साथ रिश्ता है. जिस वक्त हमारे हाथ में ये झंडा आएगा हम वो झंडा भी उठा लेंगे.
ये किस तरह की भाषा है? मुजफ्फर शाह, can this be accepted? Look at what Mehbooba Mufti is saying, and what's wrong when people say if this is the way she talks, she has no right to contest elections, her party has no right to contest elections, and Kashmir parties are coming together. Is this Kashmir versus the BJP, political parties in Kashmir versus the BJP? I'll just take a moment and reestablish that link with Muzaffar Shah. But Adil Singh Boparai, let me bring this question to you. BJP is saying that the Congress is running with the hare and hunting with hounds. Where do you stand on Article 370? Because P. Chidambaram made a statement. He wrote that Article 370 needs to be restored in Jammu and Kashmir. Is that now the official position of the Congress party, sir?
Word of Article 370 is history. Bharatiya Janata Party rigs it up again and again for their political purposes. But yes, we are concerned with the dismemberment of the state. We are concerned with the downgrading of a state into a municipality. We are concerned about increasing alienation. We are concerned about political activists being locked up. But having said this, Gaurav, this is a diversion by Amit Shah. Today, a private bank has gone bankrupt. And I hope you and RP Singh ji don't have an account in Lakshmi Vilas Bank. So this is nothing but a diversion. Otherwise, you would have had a debate on India first that banks are going bankrupt. What are you doing about this? But having said this, on a larger issue, if political parties which are recognized by the Election Commission of India decide to contest elections, the people of Kashmir will give a resounding answer. If the people of Kashmir believe and feel that they are progressing or they are propagating a path which is not conducive to their interests, the people of Kashmir will reject them. What is so much of hue and cry about? To see, decide. The fact of the matter is, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been in government with Mehbooba Mufti.
So what about Chidambaram's statement?
The moment she leaves them, she becomes an anti-national.
What about Chidambaram's statement? What about Chidambaram's statement?
Mr. Chidambaram has said he is concerned with the dismemberment.
BJP की hypocrisy में RP Singh से पूछूंगा.
I am concerned about the dismemberment.
He's also talked about restoration of 370, has he not?
I have read Mr. Chidambaram's statement. We are concerned a state like Jammu and Kashmir should not be reduced into a municipality. It's been over-elected assembly. There is no 3G, there is no 4G. The Bharatiya Janata Party in the Supreme Court says that the state is in turmoil, and Amit Shah says that there is development happening. What is this hypocrisy? You should put this question to the BJP. And I hope, RP Singh ji, I hope you don't have a bank account.
RP Singh, please respond. Please respond.
The bank has gone bankrupt today. You have put us into recession, and now you are raising these false bogies to divert public attention.
Okay. Sir, whether a bogey or not, a Home Minister's statement is something that we are discussing on the show. Yes, on the issue of Kashmir, because that is my focus story today.
See, Gaurav, the actual problem, the real problem is that today measles, scorpion and snake have come together. And there's a reason behind it. There's a landscape worth 25,000 crore rupees. 25,000 crore rupees under Roshni Act, in which all three have benefited, including Congress, PDP, NC, and their chief ministers have been benefited. And there's inquiry under High Court which is happening on them, and they are all worried and scared because of that. Last election they boycotted, the Panch election they boycotted on pretext of 35, 30, 70. Today they are contesting election on the same ground. I mean, shocking. It's hypocrisy that you boycott election even before 370, 35 was abrogated. Now you are contesting elections after it's being abrogated. So issue is that they have lost.
You should be happy. You should be happy.
No. We are happy. We are very happy. We are very happy. Let's contest. But let's let people know the real face of Congress and the Gupta gang. People who seek help from America, people who seek help from Pakistan, people who seek help from China.
Let's listen in to Farooq Abdullah's statement. Before I move forward, and I want to bring in Muzaffar Shah, we've just re-established our contact with him. Listen into Farooq Abdullah in his statement. Can that be justified under any circumstances? Listen into Farooq Abdullah.
उन्होंने आर्टिकल 370 को लेकर ये कहा कि हमें ये कबूल नहीं है, और जब तक आप आर्टिकल 370 को रिस्टोर नहीं करेंगे हम रुकने वाले नहीं हैं, क्योंकि तुम्हारे पास अब ये खुला मामला हो गया है। अल्लाह करे कि उनके इस जोर से हमारे लोगों को मदद मिले और हमारा ये 370 और 35A रिस्टोर हो।
चाइना के जोर से हमारे लोगों को मदद मिले। मुजफ्फर शाह, अगर घर के अंदर लड़ाई हो रही है तो बाहर वाले की हेल्प लेंगे, वो भी चाइना जैसे देश की। इज दिस द वे अ फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर एंड अ फॉर्मर यूनियन मिनिस्टर शुड स्पीक एंड अ मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट शुड स्पीक?
Gaurav ji, let me reply because unfortunately my video got disconnected because of an incoming call. Let me try to tell my friend Mr. RP Singh from the BJP. Look, brother, I'm replying to your Home Minister's statement today, wherein you call people Gupkar gang and they are connected with Pakistan, with China, and they are doing this and that. My dear friend, you are holding a DDC election, fine? And you already know that you have lost it before fighting it, and you are taking the country into a tizzy on this. Why? You come and fight the elections. People of Kashmir are going to give you a befitting reply that what you did, and not only people of Kashmir, it is the people of Jammu and Kashmir, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, both Kashmiri Pandit, our Gujar brothers, and
Sir, you made that point. Can I please come back to that point about Farooq Abdullah seeking China's help? Sir, we make political speeches another day. China's help. Farooq Abdullah wants to seek China's help for restoration of 370. Can that ever be justified?
No, it is not that. It is not that. What he has spoken in Urdu, that Allah kare ki inko sabko samajh aaye aur wo baat kare. He has not taken China's help in that. It's the language that he has spoken, and you have misinterpreted his language. That's all. I can tell you that very much. You can't have a bigger nationalist than Farooq
Really? And he hasn't.
What are you talking about? And it is very clear today in Kashmir.
I am not questioning his nationalism. I am only asking about his statement that you want China's help. I'm sorry, there are two statements. Sir, there's another statement where he said people of Kashmir would be happy to be ruled by Chinese.
Look,
what does he want to do? Cut his nose to spite his face?
No.
1 million Muslims, Uyghur Muslims are in concentration camp.
Brother, listen to me. When we have elections you are bringing in Mahbooba Mufti's flag, you are bringing in Farooq Abdullah's Chinese statement. Does BJP have nothing better to do? They have nothing better to offer?
That you ask the BJP. But let me bring in Adil Singh Boparai quickly. Let me quickly bring in Adil Singh Boparai. Adil Singh Boparai, what do you make of these statements of Farooq Abdullah? What do you make of these statements of Farooq Abdullah? You know, when he says, we'll seek China's help for restoration of Article 370.
Why don't you want to hear
Adil Singh Boparai?
Can I come in, please? We do not approve of such statements. But coming to what Mr. RP
Go on, sir.
said, It is the RSS which did not hoist the tricolour right up till 2002. So would it be safe to call the RSS traitors and anti-nationals? Because the RSS did not accept the tricolour till 2002. And coming to the elections, Gaurav, elections is a celebration of democracy. If political parties want to contest elections, we should welcome it. Let the people decide. The BJP should be confident, the Congress should be confident, and all other parties should be confident. We go to the people with our manifestos, we go to the people with our development.
Fair enough.
And let the people decide. Why is the BJP jumping from its chair? The fact of the matter is Bharatiya Janata Party is using this to divert public attention. They were, and I again say this at the cost of repetition.
Okay, RP Singh, quickly respond. Quickly respond. I have 30 seconds.
Who gives them this authority?
30 seconds.
You have your chance.
Absolutely. RP Singh, 30 seconds to respond. Respond, sir.
Very straightforward. When we say that the gang of Gupkar come together, which are anti-national, I told you the reason. And Mr. Bopara has not answered till now. Was your party stand on 370 and 35A? Was it Rahul Gandhi stand on 370 and 35A? So it's clear that they have come together. We have all the right. I'm welcoming them. They are protesting. We have also all the right to put the point to the people. Let people, we to expose these people and let people know that who are they. They never held this election for 73 years. They never wanted democracy to go to the ground level. They were against these elections. They were against passing on the power to the common man there. So that's the problem. And when we say the Gupkar gang has come together, we are happy that all parties are put together, are contesting against us.
Okay. Let's see. So it's all, if it's all about elections, let's see what actually comes out of election. I've run out of time on this show because before I leave, I want you to listen to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was speaking at the virtual BRICS summit, and the Prime Minister had a very interesting suggestion. He suggested that all the national security advisors of BRICS nations come together, because he said terrorism is something on which every nation has to be on the same page. Let's listen in to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
आतंकवाद आज विश्व के सामने सबसे बड़ी समस्या है। हमें यह सुनिश्चित करना होगा कि आतंकवादियों को समर्थन और सहायता देने वाले देशों को भी दोषी ठहराया जाए और इस समस्या का संगठित तरीके से मुकाबला किया जाए। भारत का मानना है कि यूएन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल में रिफॉर्म्स बहुत ही अनिवार्य है। इस विषय पर हमें अपने ब्रिक्स पार्टनर्स के समर्थन की अपेक्षा है। यूएन के अतिरिक्त कई अन्य अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संस्थाएं भी वर्तमान वास्तविकताओं के अनुसार काम नहीं कर रहे। WTO, IMF, WHO जैसे इंस्टीट्यूशंस में भी सुधार होना चाहिए।
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.